8 Mile is the reason that I got into this hip hop shit.
It's all right. We know. We welcome you with open arms.
I did go to St. Andrews Hall, which of course is a famous venue.
Tried to get that nostalgia.
I was on the stage.
You went in the same bathroom Eminem threw up in.
I was sitting there like Mom Spaghetti. I was up there.
He went in
Lyrical Miracle. Yeah, I was up there.
You went in the same store he threw up in? He's like, oh, they've cleaned this place up.
No, RoryAndMal.
Welcome to another episode of the new RoryAndMal podcast. I am Mal.
I'm Rory.
You listen, we getting right to the shits.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, congratulations to Nipsey Hussle on his Hollywood Walk of Fame star.
Yes, well deserved.
Well deserved. Congrats to him and his family. This is a big deal, man.
I wish they could do like performances and like shit when they do this. Like, I think it's cool that everyone takes the picture and all that, and I think it's gonna be beautiful that his family and Lauren London and his kids and everyone will be there to take that picture. Let's have a party, like right on Hollywood Boulevard.
I got a feeling there will be. I got a feeling for this one.
People are gonna show out.
Yeah. And his birthday is on August 15th, so it would have been his 37th birthday that he would receive this star. So yeah, man, congrats to Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace.
Well deserved, and please have rappers performing on top of cars and shit on Hollywood Boulevard. Just shut the whole shit down.
Everybody go out there, shut the whole street down. This is a party. This is a celebration of life, a celebration of a well-deserved tribute to a special person, a special artist, a special man.
Absolutely. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle.
What's going on, man? How you been?
Good. I can't complain. It's been a cool week so far.
Yeah.
You were giving me shit. I felt like I almost needed to go to homie court.
Why? For what? Refresh my memory. It's, sometimes we get subpoenaed and we don't even know why.
Well, my man David hit me and said, "Hey, we're doing the Kehlani show at Radio City."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he said, I got you on 2 tickets.
Yeah.
And about a week ago, I was your +1 to the Kendrick show. So naturally, it would make sense
to return the favor
for me to hit you and be like, "Yo, I got this extra ticket."
Yeah.
Now, before I even get brought to trial,
but no, I feel like to trial though. I don't want you to think that I was bringing you to trial. I wasn't bringing you to trial.
I'm just trying to get ahead of any charges.
No. There are no charges coming.
I just felt like you and I at Radio City, and it's like seats for real.
Yeah.
At the Kehlani show.
It's like a theater. Yeah.
Just wouldn't. I don't know. I didn't really want to be thigh to thigh with you at the Kehlani show.
No, actually, now that I thought more into it, that's why I said there won't be any charges coming. I was completely just fucking
Kendrick,
with you.
Sure.
Yeah. Brooklyn,
Absolutely.
The Barclays. It's kind of like we're going to see the Nets.
Exactly.
Radio City.
Kehlani.
Yeah, it's just the genre.
You have to enjoy that with women.
Yeah, no,
around
absolutely.
You.
But how was the show?
It was really, really good.
Yeah, I was mad. I saw it online. I didn't even know she was in New York. No, I definitely would have went, but
two sold out shows.
Yeah, congrats to Kehlani, man. That's a big deal.
No, the show was incredible. I knew Kehlani could dance. Don't get it twisted, but the choreography, I was kind of blown away by. She was fucking dancing up there. Like it was a show in that regard because we all know her vocals and her lyrics and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But she was dancing and singing. I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is some pop shit, not some R&B shit.
Kehlani is one of those like secretly super talented artists. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of people don't really know the extent of her talent and how dope Kehlani is. They obviously know her beautiful voice, dope albums, dope songs and shit like that. But seeing her live is a whole different.
She reminds me of those annoying people at the Boys and Girls Club. It's like, you're good at everything. Yeah. Like, can you just beat trash at something, please?
And she's
like, you're annoying as fuck right now.
She's definitely an athlete. She's definitely good at a few sports. Like, she can play baseball. She can definitely play basketball. Like, she's one that she can probably run really fast. Like, she's one of those girls. So, the show was dope.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But anyways, yeah, that was just my week. I know we were just here a few days ago, and I feel like a lot of shit happened.
Listen,
I feel like we did a newsy episode last one, which was 2 days ago. I feel like we have a whole list of more fucking news today.
A lot of things happened. The other day while we were out shooting some other shit, on my way home, when I got in the house, like my phone started, like people was calling me, texting me. Like,
did you feel violated though when you got home?
Absolutely.
Because I did.
I took a shower.
And this
remember Ace Ventura when he found out that Einhorn?
No, the whole crew. Everyone started throwing up.
Yeah, man. I had to take a shower. I had to get that air off of me. But
subscribe to our Patreon. We have an interesting piece coming.
We have a great.
I don't know if I feel violated or we were violating them. I don't ever want Eddin to ask me to count to 10 anymore. Yeah. I know this is all cryptic and you have no idea what we're talking about.
Subscribe to Patreon. You'll see what the fuck
you'll come and see.
Yeah, Dom subs.
Yeah,
there's your hint.
There you go.
So yeah, I got home and I started getting text messages and phone calls from people. I didn't know my music was playing and the phone kept ringing. So I'm like, why is the music cutting off? Phone blowing up. I look, a bunch of people texting me. Go on my Twitter and people are at me. You were right. I'm like, right about what? I haven't even said anything. And they were referring to my prediction years ago that the Breakfast Club was over. You know, we was just at that point talking shit, going back and forth with Charlemagne.
You can't say we were just talking shit. That has been held against you. And by the way, has been held against me. And I didn't even say it. I actually argued with you that it wasn't over. It's been held against me for 5 years now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't want it to seem like I was hoping or praying on their downfall.
But it's the internet, so people are going to take it that way. I was there, and I know what you were saying, but I can totally see someone just watching that clip
and thinking
out of context that you was like, yo, fuck them.
No, it wasn't nothing like that. We was just talking shit back and forth. But Angela Yee tweeted, and she announced that the Breakfast Club, as you know it, is officially over. And she gave us the Love on Top Beyonce heart fingers.
I was happy she announced this on Twitter.
Why?
Because I feel like when the Breakfast Club...
Such a nostalgic way to announce something.
Yeah, man. Like, no, it warmed my heart because Twitter started really going crazy when the Breakfast Club really started going crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Ray J, shout out to Fabulous.
Yeah, they go hand in hand as far as the eras for me. So, like, I understand Angela has to do press and do the Instagram reels and all the shit. Yeah. I'm sure she did a TikTok dance for her exit. Yeah. But
TMZ was outside the studio waiting on her. She had security.
But the fact that the first place she went, just for nostalgic purposes, I don't know if that was a purposeful thing or not.
Yeah.
But it was so good to just see Angela on Twitter be like, yo, it's over.
It's a wrap. Yeah.
She didn't even wait till 9 o'clock. She did it at
8:58. Yeah, 8:58. Let's get us out of there.
What YouTube conspiracy theorist broke the numerology down on that one?
Yeah. So the Breakfast Club, as we know it, is officially over. Angela Yee announced that she will be departing the club after 12 years
yes.
of the Breakfast Club. This is the Breakfast Club is easily, you know, one of the, if not the biggest radio show that we've ever had.
Yeah, I would say they're definitely in
Radio Hall of Fame for sure. Hall of Fame.
They've already been inducted, I believe. But yeah, I think you could make an argument, at least for my generation, that they were the biggest radio show ever, and that's not taking away from the countless radio shows that I grew up on and loved to death and made so much impact, but. Outside of them, I think being the biggest, I think what no one brings up is I think they single-handedly kept radio relevant for 10 years longer than it should have been relevant.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. Without
and the fact that the three of them could have done that, my hats off to you guys. Radio was on its way out, and the way you guys shifted over to YouTube with those interviews and did everything online, you guys kept radio, especially for the younger generation, relevant. It'll be relevant to older people forever. But to the younger generation, y'all kept radio more relevant than it should have been for a whole decade. It should have been out of here, and y'all kept it going.
And not only that, I think that what Angela Yee, Charlemagne, and Envy did was they created something that ultimately gave other people motivation to get into broadcast. In some form. It's like, oh, I could sit down with my friends and, you know, talk about shit like this and, you know, podcasting, you know, things like this is what I think come from a Breakfast Club. It gives people an idea we have something to say. We need to voice our opinions. We can speak for the culture because we are the culture. So,
and almost down to like the real conversations. Of course, we've known Angie to be one of the best at having like the regular real conversation with artists throughout her career. But again, to like the Twitter point of how they kind of are partnered together with Breakfast Club and Twitter Poppin', they kind of represented all of us on Twitter. Yeah. And I think that's what was so good about that show, whereas other radio stations were still focused on being traditional radio and being very much in tune with the labels and, you know, the artist can only have safe fucking questions and like, tell us about your album. Like, whose are the features? They were really living the same internet life we were as far as having those conversations, those real conversations. And they brought that shit to a fucking conglomerate. So hats off to Breakfast Club, man. It was an amazing run to watch. Still, I think, have the greatest rant of all time with Ray J. Anytime, and you guys think I'm joking. Anytime I've really felt like depressed and kind of out of it,
you listen to the Ray J rant.
I'm serious, to get me out and like get me in a better mood to like laugh. It's not a motivational thing, even though he was saying, "Come on, indoor pool, indoor basketball court, outdoor basketball court." It just gets me in a better. It just gets me in a better mood.
I think that we should be all allowed a Ray J rant day. Like how we get like a sick day at work.
What's the date on it?
Yeah.
We should start a fucking challenge.
All
the
be
Ray
able to
J challenge on that day.
Let's go wherever you work at, your workplace. You need to fucking just go on a rant with anybody at your workplace that you have an issue with. We're gonna do Ray J rant day on when was it?
I don't know the exact date. I remember listening to it fucking live.
December 11th.
It doesn't say exact date, but yeah, I'm gonna say December 11th, 2018. I feel like it's early.
No,
it happened in 2011. Yeah.
No, but I don't even think it wasn't winter.
No, it wasn't winter. Because I remember walking outside while listening to it on the iHeart app that it just came out.
We'll get the exact date for the Ray J rant. But we absolutely need to do that. We need a Ray J rant day. We need to just go to your fucking workplace and let everyone fucking have it. Anybody you have an issue with, you just, as soon as you get to work, don't even take your fucking coat off.
Hey, are we live?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That's how
let somebody fucking have it. Absolutely.
You got to start with, yo, are we live? Can I curse?
Right.
And then you just take it on your own.
Wherever you want to go, it's Ray J rant day. You don't get in trouble for it. And then come to work the next day like nothing ever happened. You know how it is. Just walking, hey, how y'all doing? Yeah. Everything's good.
Which is what Ray J did.
I'm excited.
So now we gave the Breakfast Club their flowers.
And she has a new show still with iHeart.
Yep. Angela will be having her own show with iHeart. She still has a podcast, Lip Service.
Mm-hmm. She's still going to be with the Breakfast Club until later the fall, where she launches the podcast.
I think what Angela's doing here is important. Angie is
getting away from Charlamagne.
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh my god.
Well, all things. Listen, I'm one of
Charlamagne. You did it, man. You finally got her to the point where she wanted to fucking leave. She couldn't stand it anymore.
I'm here to give flowers to everyone. We know the three of them started to fucking hate each other.
Yeah. Charlamagne, you did it.
As someone that's been in a trio that all hated each other.
Yeah, Charlamagne, you did it.
I can attest when three people fucking hate each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know all the passive aggressive swipes.
Absolutely.
I saw Charlamagne trying to step over her exit. Listen, and loved all of them. I'm happy though that they chose to end it. I think it's always ill when the people.
I don't think they chose to end it.
No,
Angela wanted to leave.
No. I'm saying when the people that are involved in it choose to end it rather than the fans ending it. They didn't end it because the Breakfast Club. No one gave a fuck about the numbers are in the can. They ended it on their terms.
Yeah, right.
I think that type of shit is ill. So salute to them there. But Angela does have an opportunity here because I feel like Angie, being the legend that she is. And I know she had went through the car accident thing and all that. Angie has rightfully so pulled back a little bit. I think there's a whole lane for an individual woman to do a interview-based, radio-based type of show. And I think Angela has a perfect opportunity to do that. I mean, she's already been that, but she was with the trio.
Yeah.
So I'm saying just one-on-one type shit. I think this is great for Angela.
It's going to be a nationally syndicated show.
Yeah, I think it's
part of iHeart.
Nationally syndicated show on iHeart Radio.
And well deserved.
Angela Yee, she definitely deserves it. It's going to be interesting to see, how she pivots and what she does. She's an important voice in our culture, an important voice in radio. And
clearly
it's an exciting time for her.
Clearly no one could fill her shoes in the Breakfast Club, but the show is still going. And I'm assuming they're going to have another female woman host, whatever.
I heard it was you.
Oh, I declined gracefully. But who would be an interesting candidate for this?
For the seat?
Yes. It's hard.
I think it gets tricky when you talk about filling that seat.
And the Breakfast Club is, even with the three of them recently, is not what it was. And I think they would admit that as well.
Right.
They've already solidified their spot. All three of them are doing other ventures. And it became a job, which I don't discredit them for. Like, fuck it, get your money, stay there, and do the show. But clearly, all your passions are being dealt with outside of the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the Breakfast Club looks like right now with where Charlamagne and Envy are at with everything else they are doing in their lives. I don't know if it's the biggest priority. And nor would I fault them for it not being the biggest priority.
I think what will eventually happen is the Breakfast Club will be over with. Envy and Charlemagne will go on to do other things at iHeart. I think that they'll bring in a whole new crew for a morning show type of thing, which is what you need. I mean, it's 12 years.
I think radio in general, not just Power 105, people need to clear house.
Yeah,
like it's the same people, and I understand that the radio audience is different. It is definitely like the people that drive to work at 7 a.m. with kids. It's traditional radio still does exist for the older generation, but I think you can still do traditional radio and do what the Breakfast Club did in 2010 and 11, where you can shift over and still be relevant with the younger generation and the internet. And I don't think radio is really doing that, especially in New York City. And I have no issue with the people that are on there now.
Right.
I just don't understand why the youngest person on either of these radio stations is 38 years old.
Yeah. It's just time for some new energy.
I should be too old to go on Hot 97 and Power 105 as like a, I don't know what you would just call the radio personality, because it used to be DJs, but as a radio personality, I'm too old. Get somebody in their mid-20s.
I don't think you're too old.
I don't think you're too old.
I don't think you're too old.
I don't think you're too old. I wouldn't say you're too old, but I do understand what you're saying. Get some younger blood up there, some newer perspectives, newer, younger, fresher point of views and ideas, and just just energy about the culture and the sound and what's hot now. It's okay to go through changes, and what I'm saying, Envy and Charlemagne obviously will still be doing something at iHeartRadio.
Why not? Because I don't know if they're going to break the Breakfast Club up. I thought they both announced that they were staying and signed on for the Breakfast Club.
I'm pretty sure they're still staying on.
But for how
why
long
not? Why not Deani? I'm sorry. Why not Scotty Beam?
Oh, okay.
I am
not mad at that.
Yeah.
Pro Scotty Beam.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Mother's a radio legend. She grew up in it. She knows fucking radio. She works in radio. She is very relevant in the media space now. She knows how media is ran on the internet now. She knows these artists. She's gonna ask real questions. Why the fuck wouldn't that be the first pick, in my opinion?
The two women, if they want to do that and just fill Angela's spot with a female and let her come up there, I thought immediately Scotty and then L'Oreal.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
L'Oreal would be great.
Yeah.
Is that a conflict of interest? She was on lip service.
I think she's on lip service.
Yeah, it
right?
might. She was.
She was.
Oh, well, sorry.
But I kind of thought about that. But I'm just thinking about just the two women that are currently active in that space. Obviously, Scotty has been around radio her entire life, so she was the first one I thought about.
Perfect balance of understanding radio and understanding the times.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. Congrats to Angela Yee. And again, salute to the Breakfast Club for years of entertainment.
Yes. Is this your apology?
To what?
To you saying that it was over for them?
No, this is my eulogy.
This is wow.
It's over.
Wow.
But it's one of those like when your grandparent dies at like 90 something peacefully in their sleep, and you're like, no, they had a long, great life.
It's
this
okay.
it's not as sad as y'all think it is.
Yes,
she lived a life.
Sad that they're not here anymore.
What a
but
life.
They did what they were supposed to do.
What a life, Grandma. I mean, you didn't leave us the recipe for the yams, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. Nah, man, but it's all love, man. There's definitely no hate. I just always felt like people just took that and thought that I meant that fuck them or it's over. It's not what I meant. But it is over now officially. So yeah, man, cue the music.
What would we play? Ray J One Wish?
Yeah. There you go.
That was your one wish for it to end.
No, that wasn't my wish. Don't do that.
Imagine if you had one wish and that was your wish.
That the Breakfast Club just gets out of here. Fucking turn them off.
Oh, all right. Anyways, I feel like more newsy things happened.
Yeah, but when we left Monday, we had found out later on that day that Pete Davidson had started trauma therapy.
That's what we found out.
Yeah, because we talked about Kanye, and we even used as the cover of the Times as the photo, the cover photo for our last episode. So it's only right that we give an update on Pete and let people know that Pete is being bullied online, and he has checked himself into a center for I guess.
Yeah, he's going through trauma therapy.
Trauma therapy.
Yeah, because of all of the social posts that Kanye has done. But I'm not going to lie. The combination of that music video for Easy plus this is a lot of shit.
Would that send you to trauma therapy?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
All right, well, I think Pete was already in a fragile.
Yeah,
I don't mean that in a bad way. In a fragile mental state.
Exactly.
Oh, was he? I didn't know that. I'm being serious. I didn't.
Pete has dealt with depression and.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's definitely not in the best mental space often.
Okay.
I don't agree with the shit that Kanye did and all that, but can I offer an olive branch or whatever that shit is called?
Sure.
Was Pete not the first person to bully Kanye about his mental health?
I think he did throw a shot at Kanye about his mental health.
It was SNL, and I still believe comedians should have the right to make jokes at people's expense, even with their mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it was very malicious. But if I remember correctly with this timeline, Pete was being the bully, saying, "Take your fucking meds, you psycho."
Yeah, I do remember that. So this is a classic case of I hit you, but you hit me harder, so I'm telling mom.
Well, I don't think Pete has told anyone. I think Pete just probably just couldn't take it and just fucking went.
Yeah, Kim is his mom.
Mommy
Kim is mommy. Yeah, in this scenario.
Who's daddy?
It would be Kanye. No.
Well, I don't know which.
No.
Would it be Bruce?
See, I wasn't going to do all of that. You see how he just got to go a step further every time.
Dad did abandon them.
You got to go a step further every time. But no, in all seriousness, I hope that Pete is okay. Get some help at the trauma center. I didn't even know you can go to a trauma center for bullying.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought it was like a number you call and they just talk you through it.
And they take your phone and they go, "It's over.
This is why you've been bullied."
I'm joking. This sounds like I'm being an asshole, and I probably am. But I guess I don't care, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I never cared about the relationship to begin with. Yeah. I know we're talking about it because we have to talk about it because of the podcast.
I do hope
I don't care.
I
hope Pete is okay. I hope Kanye is okay. I hope the kids are okay. I hope Kim is okay.
Hope everyone is okay.
In passing thought, did you think it was going to last 9 months?
No, I don't.
Man, come on. We knew what that was.
I feel like Mal prayed for the downfall.
I didn't pray. If you ask me, I never felt like this was real. I told people that. I was like, I don't think Kim is dating this dude. I just didn't see it.
I just see this as, and we're going to go local.
Here we go.
A Queens versus Staten Island competition right now of the boroughs that have dated the Kardashians and what they did when the breakup happened. Lamar Odom, Jamaica Queens representative.
There you go.
Had a similar situation. What did he do?
Crack.
Went to Nevada, got 15 hookers, some crack, and went out the honorable way.
That's pretty honorable.
Pete's ass went, "Oh my God, the tweets."
The tweets. Hey, Pete, pull your dress down, will you?
Go get some fucking hookers.
Hey, Pete, it's just tweets, man. Fucking relax. No, but in all seriousness, I hope he is okay. If he is depressed and he's suffering from depression, I don't want to joke about depression. That's
go on to Victory Boulevard and get some fentanyl in Staten Island.
Damn, some fentanyl. You want him to kill himself?
Oh, that's just what they do in Staten Island.
Fentanyl will kill you. You don't want to. Please don't do fentanyl. Don't.
No, you did when I said Lamar Odom crack. He was fine with it.
Oh no, crack is you're just gonna vacuum the ceiling. That's
fentanyl
all you
is white people crack.
What?
Yeah, that's all you'll do on crack is just start vacuuming the concrete outside your house. You know
so
what I mean?
Adderall.
Yeah, same shit. Don't worry about it. But fentanyl, no, you're going to sleep. The long one.
The long one.
Don't clean any of this up. We're assholes.
I'm leaving.
Are insensitive.
No, leaving all this in.
Yeah.
Pete is probably not listening to this, nor is Lamar.
Lamar's definitely not listening to this.
But yeah, I don't particularly care too much. What else is in newsy news so we can get to like stuff that we care about?
I saw a clip of Lori Harvey and Tiana Taylor sitting down.
You saw Lori Harvey speaking.
I finally saw Lori Harvey speaking. I always said that Lori Harvey is the realest nigga in the game.
It's like seeing Sasquatch.
Yeah,
when she speaks.
She dates him and
it's like a lunar eclipse.
She cussed him out of her life and leaves men brokenhearted, and she never goes on a rant. She never posts anything. She never makes a song dissing anybody. I didn't even know what Lori Harvey sounded like until I watched this clip with her and Tiana.
Mm-hmm.
It was she says that I almost got married very young. I felt like I hadn't really experienced anything. I didn't really know myself. I didn't really know what I liked, what I didn't like. I just feel like I hadn't really experienced life. She then went on to say she came to a point where she wanted to date on her terms. However, I want to move whatever I want to do. I'm going to do it. And if it's no longer serving me, I'm going to move on. So basically what she's saying, Rory, is I'm going to give you the best 2 months of your life and you'll never hear from me again.
I appreciate those type of people.
I do too.
And we're not going to have the toxic conversation again, but I don't think that's toxic. I do want to point out, though, the double standards of the world, which I do agree with.
Double standards are healthy.
I agree.
We need them.
But can we just imagine if a man came out and said, I'm going to date on my terms, however I want to move, whatever I want to do, I'm going to do it.
Oh, Future's been doing that for the last
no longer
9
serving
albums.
me, I'm going to move on. They say, what a fucking asshole. What a dickhead.
Future's been doing that for the last 20 albums, and women ain't doing nothing but twerking and shaking ass to it.
And still dating them.
Yeah, absolutely. And giving them babies. What do you know? Hey, take this baby and then leave me alone. Don't talk to me for the next 18 years. Just take this check and shut the fuck up. I gotta love it. Yeah, so if any men out there looking to date Rory, know that you have a clock. It's a shot clock. I don't know who she almost married, but
I'm pretty sure Michael B thought he was gonna marry her.
Let's talk about that for a second. I don't know about the Michael B. Jordan thing. I've seen people laughing at him, and
you don't think it was that serious?
I don't think it was that serious. I think he was cool with it. I mean, Mike doesn't. He don't think he has a problem getting any women. I mean, he obviously loved Lori and was dating her for a couple years and all of that.
What if he wanted that woman?
Yeah, I don't know. He's shooting Creed 3, man.
But not her, bro.
Creed 3. He's probably going to be.
Pete was out in Australia. It's a very similar situation.
See?
And both men wanted to settle down, and both women were like, no. Women ain't shit, bro.
Women suck.
We're just out here trying to settle down and be respectful and start families and build empires together, power couples.
A lineage, a
and
legacy.
These women just want to run around and date on their own terms.
And be their own person.
It's fucking gross.
I think I know what it is. I think I figured out what it is. There's an interesting video that I found.
There's always an interesting video.
No, this video is very interesting. And I think I figured out, Rory. I think I figued out why.
Who's that in the blue dress?
Oh, I don't know who this Huzzy is.
Oh, you have good algorithms.
Yeah,
your algorithms are crazy.
I found a video and it made a lot of sense because it was like, damn, why does it seem that women are the ones that are ending the relationships and leaving men brokenhearted, leaving a trail of men to just cry and check in the trauma centers and things like that, right? So I found this video, it's a clip, very interesting clip. I'll play some of it for you now.
In 1986, the female hand pressure per handshake was 98 pounds per square inch. 2016, it's 108. Men, 1986, 114. Men today, 96.
What does that mean?
Well, it means that men aren't what they used to be. Men aren't the guys today, are not the guys that settled the Western United States.
Because they're not pulling the trigger and not taking action and risks, which is how we survived.
Correct.
Instead, they are having self-esteem issues.
Correct.
Because they're being told that you shouldn't be aggressive, that patriarchy is bad, you have privilege, and you need to tone it down.
So here's the problem, Rory. We are not the same men that settled Western civilization.
Good.
Yeah. We're not shaking hands as firm as we used to. We're not drinking
out there.
We're not drinking as much beer as we used to. We're just fucking losing all control of this
all they
thing,
had to worry about was shingles or whatever the fuck. Right. We got monkeypox, COVID. I can't shake everyone's hand.
It's I think that it's just a classic case of women just realizing that, you know what? I want to have fun. And it's okay for women to have fun. It's okay for women to date. It's okay for women to, live their lives. They don't want to be bogged down with marriage and just having kids and staying in the kitchen. The old days, how women used to get married, have kids, and just stay at home. Women are no longer doing
that. Well, to that, because I've seen a lot of women actually have the same sentiment as that gentleman. I've seen plenty of the tweets of like, I miss the men that just went away to war and died and built things.
Who's tweeting that? It's people tweeting.
Fucking Chantel.
Okay.
I see a lot of those tweets and I laugh. I actually think they're very funny about like men used to like actually build shit and all that. But I see plenty of women saying, well, listen, why can't we just make a lot of money and get the maid and get the chef and get everything? Mm-hmm. Okay, so why can't I make the money and tell someone to build this fucking house for me? What's the difference?
I do see when women say when a guy asks, hey, can you cook? And a woman says, hey, can you build a house? It's not really the same. Yes, no. I don't know how you gauge that and thought that was like comparable, but yeah, whatever.
Now, can you change a tire? I think every man, I would hope every person would, but I could understand.
Eddin, you know how to change a tire?
I don't.
You don't?
You should. Just for like safety. And I think all people should know how to cook. Yeah. I think all people should know how to clean properly.
You should know how to cook. You should know how to clean. I'm all for double standards. I think double standards are very healthy. They're very necessary, but there are certain things that we all should know how to do.
I've also just come across cooking way more than changing a tire.
Yeah.
Fair.
You're gonna need to cook before you need to change the tire.
Plus, I'm gonna get hungry
sure.
before I change that tire, so I gotta eat.
Well, you don't have to. I think you can cut back.
Just pick up snacks for the road, just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
You know
sense.
what?
Scale
You know
it
what? AAA. He'll just get AAA.
Yeah, there you go. See,
There you
I got
go.
a phone.
Yeah, $12 a month, you'll be fine. This isn't an ad, but as affordable as AAA is, maybe I don't need to learn how to change a tire.
Probably not.
You should know how to change a tire. You should know how to change a tire.
You should know how to fix shit. You should know.
you should know how to fix shit. You should be able to do things around the house and around the community. I guess, besides tear it down, Eddin. Okay.
But just to compare the old men that conquered the West,
Mhm.
you know how hard it is to qualify to even get a loan to own some land, and you made the laws where I can't kill the person that owns the land and take it from them.
Mm-hmm.
So how could I be one of the Western men you want me to be? You changed the rules. If that was the case, I would come down this block with a gun and kill everyone and take their land.
I just would like to know who studied that. Like
Now I can't even get a fucking loan to buy it.
who shook enough hands to know the PSI per handshake? Like how many hands do you have to shake to get to that point where you're
I
like,
have to say a lot.
There are people out here that get paid for this type of shit.
Right. Oh yeah. Of course.
And first of all, you think the Western man was doing that?
No, absolutely not. The Western
You're
man,
not one either, sir.
All right, outside of handshaking with all this monkeypox shit, we're not doing that anyway. We got some new music coming this week. It's a lot of new music coming out this weekend.
It is. It definitely is. I guess we can start with Game. That's probably the one I'm
Probably the
Gonna
most
run-
anticipated.
run to first. And looking at the amount of features, he definitely shook a lot of hands during this album.
Absolutely.
I hope there was hand sanitizer in that studio.
Drillmatic,
Yes.
The Game. Is this executive produced by Hit Boy or?
If it's not, I know he produced a lot on it. I'm not sure if he put the official executive produced tag on it,
Okay.
but we can look that up. 31 tracks, Drillmatic. I want to say about 25 of them have features. One of which we got today. I don't know if you want to start there. We got the Black Slim Shady today. We were recording this on a Thursday.
How do you feel about it? Necessary, unnecessary?
It's terrible.
Okay.
I am really looking forward to this album. I'm not going to compare what came out today to what I think is going to be on this Drillmatic album. I'm a big Game fan, but I don't know why he just gave me 10 minutes of dissing Eminem for no reason.
Well, if we know anything about Game, he gonna diss somebody.
Yeah, but there's usually a reason, and even if there isn't really a reason, at least there's one reason he can make up and be like, oh, it was because of this reason.
Yeah.
There's at least has to be something like maybe Eminem was just watching the game one day.
Mm-hmm.
By that, I mean like an NBA game.
Right.
And Game was just like, oh, you thought you was watching me? And then did 10 minutes. But this for out of nowhere, like I understand on the Drink Champs, you said that you're better than Eminem and that's cool. You're a rapper. I expect you to say that. And I've been very critical of Eminem for a long time. I don't understand why the Black Slim Shady exists. He proceeded to say he's only listened to one Eminem album and then did 10 minutes of rhyme schemes about every single Eminem song that's ever existed.
So you've heard.
You've listened to the whole catalog.
You've heard exactly. You've heard Slim Shady. You've heard Eminem's music.
And listen, I would have liked this because anytime Game is probably one of my favorite rappers that does the diss record shit. Game is gonna go all the way there. It's gonna be entertaining.
He ain't gonna hold back.
Game could rap. Like I thought 300 Bars and Running was amazing and probably in my top 5 greatest diss records ever.
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes while Eminem is at home minding his business, raising his child. I don't know what this was for.
I'm still stuck on 31 tracks.
And I think
That's a lot of fucking music.
of course, and before we get off that, of course Eminem is a legend and will always be relevant no matter what. But
Absolutely.
Game is if you look at the features here, Game is playing within the times right now, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Go do a 10-minute diss track to somebody from that era. Why are you dissing M? Like what is that for?
So Eminem didn't say anything about Game.
If he did, I could be completely wrong and I take it back.
I don't know.
If M said something, then yeah, Game, go ahead. Do a 10-minute diss track. I applaud him every time he does that. But this just felt like it came out of fucking nowhere.
I would hope that Eminem did this Game and say something because it's to give Eminem a track off of your anticipated new album.
The single the day before.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't. You know, you just don't want that type of energy. You don't want to. I wouldn't lead with that. I wouldn't lead with that type of, you know, dissing Eminem. Like, that's gonna take the headline away from the actual good music that's on here. I just, this is a bad call to me. I would have scrapped this song, or I would have just put it out. I wouldn't have put it on
the
album.
song actually sounds really old too. It doesn't sound like it was done recently.
31 tracks, a few of these songs are gonna sound like they've been recorded a while ago.
Oh, for sure.
I'm only guessing.
I'm sure Game had 100 records.
Yeah, and with all of
chopped
these
it down to
features,
30.
it was just about waiting for verses to come back. You know how it goes, Rory. Waiting for verses, waiting for features to come in, shit to get cleared. 31 tracks is a lot, though. That's a lot of fucking music.
Way too much.
That's a lot of fucking music, man.
I mean, streaming era, it's not my preferred way of putting albums out, but I don't fault artists for doing it. It's not my shit. I prefer if everyone would just get back to giving us their best 12. But
like who's listening to 31 tracks like consistently?
That's not what the goal is with this, though. It's let's try to find 5 that'll stream well and go from there.
You can't find 5 out of 15 to stream well.
It's a volume game. It's an algorithm game.
I don't see. I'm the opposite of that. I don't think 31. I don't think all of these tracks. I know Chris Brown like kind of found a loophole a few years ago when he did it, and his project streamed really well, and it was like might have been 30 tracks on that.
No, it's like 50 or some shit.
Oh, see,
I think he went over 30.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of these super long projects, man. It's just.
Would y'all say that a label would probably prefer someone putting out too many tracks than too little?
At this point, too many.
Yeah, let's say
all of these could find a different playlist.
Listen, and it's some crazy features on here. It's
different
crazy
listeners can find shit to
put.
put on their playlist. Like I get why you're giving the consumer more options to put on their playlist so they can stream
It's
it
too
more,
much, man.
rather than going to click Drillmatic and listen to it all the way through. Let's listen to it once. I'll pick the ones I like. It's on there, and I'll run the streams up per record. And you're giving me more options to find the things that I would like.
There's no such thing as
that's what that is in that regard.
like overstimulating or overconsumption. Like,
Bro,
For an artist like Game, yes, I think so. But I see why Chris Brown did it.
this is too much. This 31 tracks is too much rapping.
Start From Scratch 2 is the one that stood out to me. One of my favorite Game records ever off his first album was Start From Scratch.
And there's some really dope features on here. Some really dope Jeremiah, Roddy Ricch, Ty Dolla.
I see you went right to the Ruby Rose record.
Ice-T.
Did I go to
Jeremiah? Ruby Rose featuring
that's the
Twista
name
and
of it.
Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not the one I was talking about.
No, it's cool if he was though.
I was talking. No,
That's if you were talking about the Ruby Rose record.
It's so much shit up here.
Are you gonna go right to track 18?
No, I was talking about track 12. No Smoke at the Polo Lounge. I didn't even get to the other. See, it's like when you at a restaurant and it's a whole bunch of options on the front of the menu, and they're like, nah, you say you want to order something. Like, where's that at?
Are you saying Ruby?
Flip it over and it's a whole nother fucking menu.
You're saying Ruby is on the back end of the menu?
Are you saying she's an entree?
Or an app?
No, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
Because if you would say about a woman, that would be insane.
I didn't even get to that side of the album. I was over here.
Is No Smoke at the Polo Lounge, No Sex in the Champagne Room? Is that what he was going with there?
The cousin. It's the cousin.
There is sex in the Champagne Room though, and people do smoke,
and
at the Polo
smoke at the Polo Lounge for sure. Absolutely.
I'm excited about Universal Love, track 31. Actually, I think
The last track.
Yeah, you happy it's over?
I mean,
I made it. I sat through all this fucking rapping.
And you get Chris Brown, Chloe Bailey, and Cassie.
It's a lot of features. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. Save the best for last.
Yo, we have to give
hear.
Game credit with features. If you look at his albums, he's got some insane features for where I think he's a rap legend. You probably think he's a rap legend too. I don't know.
Yeah, Game for sure.
But to the pop worlds, that does not matter. And Game is also very controversial. Game says insane things all the time. He's not a safe, quote unquote, safe rapper.
Mm-hmm.
His last album, the intro had Ed Sheeran on it. He's got Chloe Bailey on the outro.
Yeah.
And Cassie.
He's extremely unsafe when it comes to labels saying, all right, our biggest artists that don't do features. And Game has a lot of them. Like, you have to give hats off to that. I don't know if that has something to do with some LA politics, but it's just weird that Game gets it's a lot of pop stars that move to LA that get a Game feature that it's just like, how did that come about?
Rory, you stupid, man. You think he shook down Ed Sheeran for?
Yes, I do. I think if Ed wants to be safe in LA, he got to go to Game.
Game pressing Ed Sheeran for a verse.
Okay,
is
mate, let's
comedy.
do it.
Yeah, he does have red hair, so if you want to wear this red flag,
Oh, okay, it matches.
Ed Sheeran should not wear a red flag.
no, he should not.
He is a red cut,
But
though.
I'm just saying, go through Game's catalog. He has some crazy features from someone in his position in the pop world would not get.
Game, we love you, but you trying to take up my whole weekend with these 31 tracks, man. It's gonna take me 2 days to listen to this album.
I'm excited for it. Anytime Game puts out an album, I run to it. So we'll see. 31 is a lot though.
This is gonna definitely take you way more
Executive
than 2
produced by Hit Boy and Kanye.
Yep.
All right, Game, we gonna see what you got this weekend. Who else we got this weekend? Black Thought and Danger Mouse.
Before we get there,
Here we go.
I feel like music in some regard, not in the Hit Boy case, and I don't know with the Kanye thing, I'm not making this Game specific, but you know how a lot of movies and TV shows will just put executive produced by and a big name, and they literally didn't go to set once. They maybe read the script and signed off on it.
You talking about like when LeBron A&R
Sure.
2 Chainz album?
But I think music is starting to go heavier into that, and it scares me.
Everything is clickable. We got to put somebody's name to it. They're gonna click it. Like, that's just what it is. If they're gonna click somebody's name, let's find a way to add that person's name to the project so people will click it.
Just my prediction, I think we're going to see more and more of this executive produced by just throwing a big name next to the album. And I'm not saying that's the case here. I know Hit Boy was heavily involved in it.
Yeah.
I know
obviously.
Kanye was on Easy and they've been working close with each other, but I don't know. I just don't want us to get into that TV movie world where it's just like, oh, here's the EP credit.
We got Cheat Codes, album by Black Thought and Danger Mouse.
12 records.
See what I'm
Refreshing.
saying? Yeah, you see how that
man, this looks great.
that just is like, okay, like
we could do this.
Yeah, I can do 12. I can do 12.
I mean, have you guys been keeping up with this series that Black Thought's been doing, where he just picks a producer and does a project?
Mm-hmm.
He has not missed with the last 3.
Black Thought, listen, man. Black Thought, he's an alien, man. He's on the alien list. He's one of those rappers and artists that, you know, every time he does something, it's like it's quality.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's like you don't feel like you've been cheated. You don't feel like he's doing this for any ulterior motives, anything other than good art, good music. That's just what Black Thought. That's just the type of artist he is. He's putting out good music all the time.
And I mean, with Danger Mouse, I'm excited for the songs. I mean, of course, we know what Black Thought does, rapping wise, but with Danger Mouse, that's a different type of song producer in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
like he's gonna make records.
This is
like
gonna
records.
This is gonna. I'm actually looking forward to this album. This is gonna be good music. Good to see Conway on there.
Yeah, it's not just a bunch of beats that
Rest
we know
in peace,
Black Thought
MF
can tear
Doom.
apart.
Right, Russ, Joey Badass. Albums we didn't pay.
That's out, by the way.
That record?
Mm-hmm. It's great.
The Because record?
When
did it come out?
I'm saying something that's not true, and I just have it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
It's out.
Yeah, all right, thank God.
When did it come out?
A little while ago, I feel like. It's an amazing record.
Oh, wow. See, I'm mad.
That came out
July 7th.
July 7th.
Yeah. No, that record's crazy. You need to go listen to that now.
Okay, I got to check
That's
that
probably
out.
one of the best records moving.
Danger Mouse and Black Thought Cheat Codes available tonight. Well, available now.
Yep.
Who else we got coming out? Meg Thee Stallion, Traumazine. Eddin, you about to go crazy this weekend in the stubble in the Traumazine.
What's the zine? I understand the trauma, and I'm sure Meg has been through a lot lately. But what's the zine part?
So the definition for traumazine, it's a chemical released in the brain when your brain is forced to deal with painful emotions caused by traumatic events and experiences.
Well, I think that's a great title for.
I'm about to say that makes this album very interesting.
What Meg has gone through in the public, specifically the last few years. And I'm still going to go with the Houston double entendre of Traumazine and Promethazine, but that's just me. I know you gave me the Webster's version.
18 tracks. See, we could do that.
You don't think that's a lot still?
That's a lot, but we could do 18. We could do 18.
18 in 2022 is 10 years ago.
Yeah, okay. We could do 18. We could do 18. Got good features, Dua Lipa, Sauce Walker. I like Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker, Big Pokey, Lil Kiki, Future, Lucky Day. That's interesting.
Janae on there too.
Janae Aiko, Pooh Shiesty, Rico Nasty, Lotto, Key Glock. Okay.
I mean, I'm a Meg fan. I don't run to her albums because, again, they're not for me. But I think she's an incredible rapper, and I think she makes good music. So I don't know. I'll be there.
I'm going to shake this fist in your face so hard.
After what we did yesterday, pause.
I do like that Pressurelicious record though.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I like that Pressurelicious record.
Do we feel like this rollout has been quiet, or I just haven't been paying attention?
It was a short
Demaris?
rollout. It hasn't been a long rollout.
I saw Meg was on Leakers, and when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's odd. Does that mean she's going to start a rollout? And then the next day I saw it was like, oh, her album
Album's
comes out.
coming.
I was like, all right, cool. Single, Leakers, and it's out. I'm not mad at it. Just Meg usually does a proper rollout.
Man, Meg, like y'all gonna get these bars. They're gonna get these records. Like we ain't gotta take too much to roll this shit out. Y'all gonna get these records, and if you fuck with it, fuck with it. If not, cool.
Did things get addressed
on the album?
Yes.
I feel like there was already an album out.
Let's see.
Things weren't really addressed on that album.
Yeah.
Ungrateful. Sounds like she going
not nice.
Get some shit off on there. Not nice.
NDA is the first record. That's why I'm saying she might get her shit off on NDA.
Anxiety.
Because Kylie made them sign an NDA.
For sure.
Red Wine.
I don't think Red Wine is going to give us a...
Nah. Y'all don't even... Flip-flop might be the one. You know when motherfuckers start flip-flopping on you. You know what flip-flop is.
And the dance going to be the cheeks going this way, flip-flop. I already see it. I see the TikTok dance. The cheeks going flip-flop.
The ass?
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see that.
I don't want to see asses flip-flopping.
What about Plan B?
Like Plan B came out.
Yeah, we got that already.
So,
how many Plan Bs have you purchased in your lifetime, your career? Career Plan Bs.
How many times have you given the money to them for them to purchase it?
Twice, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe twice.
Pro-choice.
I'm not a Plan B assassin. I don't tear down CVS like that.
A PBA.
Have you been sure of all the Plan B money and Plan Bs that you bought? Like, sometimes it's like, just in case.
How do you make
I don't
sure?
know. I feel confident nothing happened, but let me just get you one just in case.
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then none that was like, I full blow. Condom broke. I nutted inside you.
No, because most of those times it was like she was either already on the pill or something. Like
but did we believe them on that? I feel like you of all people would not believe them immediately if they said they was on the pill.
Why?
Yeah, but I'm also not just spraying shit up though. Like I'm not.
Well, sometimes your trustworthy, faithful condoms that you love break.
Can we get into like condoms breaking when niggas say condoms break? I seen a nigga put a condom over a whole Honda Civic one time, and that shit didn't break.
I need to see your algorithms.
And that shit didn't break. So when niggas be like, yo,
All
the condom pop. Son, just say you hit raw and you splashed in it. Like, all that condom pop shit, cut it out, man.
Condoms break from friction.
I was about to say, did the Honda stroke? No, it stayed where it was.
Condoms do break.
God, you just have to wear two. Duh.
This pussy's wearing two condoms.
I know we joke about firing him. This might be the first time I was actually serious.
Yo, you put two condoms on? That's like putting two leather jackets on. What's wrong with? Where you going, fam? Where you going?
That's stupider than when we used to wear basketball shorts under our jeans.
Yeah, that was the dumbest shit ever. Like that's the last time you had to put two condoms on. If you wore basketball shorts,
does the body count if you have two condoms on?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
You guys just happen to be in the same bed.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point, y'all are just wrestling and just thumb wrestling.
Or play fighting.
Yeah. Playing hide the spoon. Y'all not really doing.
You were y'all were dancing. Y'all was grinding. What?
Punching.
Two condoms could be thicker than I feel like some shit we've danced in before.
Yeah, two condoms.
Definitely thicker than a sundress. Two condoms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two condoms thicker than peanut butter. I'm not fucking with that. Two condoms? Nah, I'm cool. If I feel like I gotta wear two condoms with you, we shouldn't.
That's a
be
problem.
Doing,
Yeah.
We shouldn't be doing nothing.
It's past you. We shouldn't know each other.
Yeah. Like two condoms. Come on, what we talking?
I feel like
about?
if we need to use a condom, we shouldn't be fucking. But
Anyway,
two condoms, we shouldn't know. Like we shouldn't be in the same vicinity.
It's amazing how we got all of this off of a Plan B record.
Bad Bunny, Made in America.
Anyway,
where we at?
Yeah.
Traumazine available now. Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, you can't wait for Sweetest Pie.
Sweetest Pie came out already.
Oh,
For real?
Yes, it's a great song. It's a pop song. She has a Dua Lipa.
Well, tell us about it.
Amazing music video. Like,
okay.
Yeah, see, that's why.
You're talking to two men.
Listen, I don't see videos unless it's on PRL. So it is
That's right.
Big facts.
Only on Patreon.
I don't even know what
RoryAndMal.
videos.
Search it up.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what videos is out.
Though the whole platform is for us to know what videos are out.
I know. Listen, I know it's other music coming out, but Steve Lacy, Lil Uzi, and Kanye got matching tattoos. I don't want to talk about no other music right now. I want to talk about that.
That made me want to ask, when are we getting our matching tattoos?
I would never.
Oh my God! Look how they look. How
All
they
right,
pose.
wait. Here's the
Look at
thing.
Kanye.
Here's the thing.
Kanye looks so. Kim, could you take Kanye back, please? Because this nigga about to start making all kind of sneakers in a minute. Like he just about to start emptying the vault. Look at Kanye's face.
I'm not all right. If you guys want to get matching tattoos, that's your prerogative. Don't pose that way afterwards.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
3 of us don't put our forearms out
What
like
does
that.
it say, Eddin?
I can't read, girl.
Some Illuminati shit.
I really can't
It
read.
says
that shit.
you've changed lives forever. Love, Ashanti. That's what it says. That's what it says.
Oh, I can't even read it because it's the mirror either.
Nah, you got to get the glasses that Ja had. Ja had that problem too. You got to get the Tom Ford joints. Yeah.
Son, I have no idea.
It's
the
what
fuck this
was
is.
engraved under the watch. Yeah.
It says technically. It says.
I'll put it this way. This is how I know I could trust Steve Lacy and Uzi.
Wait, what is it?
They all have
Did
shitty
they not-
tattoos, and I only trust people with shitty tattoos.
Yeah, what does the tattoo say?
Steve Lacy's smile for me. That's just.
Oh, here we
And
go.
I'm like, I've never seen Steve Lacy on a Kanye album or Uzi album. When y'all became friends? Y'all was at brunch together, got drunk. It's like, let's just do it. Let's
sorry.
just get tats together.
It says we here forever, technically.
We here forever, technically. Oh, I get it.
I like
The
it.
Art lives on. The music
Yeah, it's
lives
cool.
on
It's a cool
forever.
tattoo.
Oh, I get it. Okay. I still think it's weird as fuck that y'all got it together
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
not-
time from the same dude.
I'm actually really anti like getting matching tattoos. For what?
With other men or?
With anybody.
I don't have
I mean,
any
if
matching
you and
tattoos.
your girl or you and your wife want to
No.
get something like I seen, when you put the LO on your hand and she puts the VE on hers and you hold her hand.
I'm
it says
against
love.
I'm
Remember
against
that-
those type
you,
of
You
things.
thought about doing that, Demaris.
Oh no, she covered
Demaris
one up.
definitely has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have actually no tattoos.
Really?
No.
Oh, I thought you had one on your lower back.
She already covered it up.
Oh, okay.
I have no tattoos.
Wait, none of y'all have tattoos, right?
I do.
Okay.
You have a tattoo? Oh,
Is that?
A shitty one.
It's the
It's
Virgin-
trustworthy.
It's a shitty. Yeah, it's a shitty Virgin Mary.
that's a jailhouse tattoo. You got that in the
Absolutely.
back of a Cardinal Hayes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
For free.
with a hairpin.
On the bus, on the one bus on the concourse.
with a needle that just came out of someone else's arm.
yeah.
Great times in the Bronx, Eddin. Gotta love it. Yeah, I just I saw this picture and I don't know, man. If this is what they doing outside. Kanye looks like the dad that just got it to prove that he's not having a midlife crisis.
I mean, I feel like if all the podcasters, if we all got matching tattoos, what do you think we would all get?
A microphone.
No.
A microphone.
A podcasters?
What was theirs again?
The important
Second-
podcast.
We here technically. For
We here forever,
We're here forever,
technically.
technically.
We all break up, but we can still pod technically. No?
No.
All of
many
us?
words.
Too many words?
Too many
Okay.
words.
First the
Yeah.
fat boys. ...
Then every podcast ever?
Yeah, no, I'm not getting that. The matching tats with your homies is just a little. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have any male
And
friends
I don't
that
even
have
know if they
matching
homies.
tattoos with other men.
How long has Steve Lacy known
That's what I'm at.
Lil Uzi and Kanye?
I've never seen them.
I'd hope a while if they get a match.
Not that I should.
Is that like living on the edge? Like, whoa, bro, let's do it. We just
Okay,
met.
No, I think they just got drunk at brunch and
Yeah,
said,
definitely.
let's just do it.
Bill.
Guys, let's just let's do it.
Let's get a matching tattoo like right now.
Tattoos
like we vibe together.
Tattoos tell the story of your life, and they obviously
No, they don't.
had
No,
it.
they don't. They
I
don't.
know
Well,
mad
not-
niggas
they
with
don't.
tattoos.
They don't.
They
I
don't
have
tell
I have
any
tattoos
stories
I
at
hate.
all. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have, but at
It
one
doesn't
point
tell a
it was-
story. It's just a shitty tattoo.
But at one point, it meant something to you enough for you to tat it on your body. At one point, just because you don't feel like that anymore.
Nah.
Some people
Man.
tattoo SpongeBob on their body, Demaris.
Yeah, at one point they really fucking loved SpongeBob, and it tells that they were stupid enough to tattoo SpongeBob on their body.
I think most men only get tattoos because they hear girls talking about how much they like tattoos. on guys.
100%.
I did it before that
Like
era.
guys overhear that and be
Before
like,
that era.
I'm gonna go get one. Why?
I liked tattoos when I was 15 and wasn't really getting pussy to begin with. And it didn't change once I got the tattoo. So
Yeah.
it was definitely not
You need
for
to go
pussy.
get your money back. Yeah,
Would you ever get one?
a tat? Nah, I think that window's closed.
I think so too.
Same.
Really?
Yeah, that window's closed for me. Yeah,
At 40, it's closed?
absolutely. That fucking window is shut.
I don't know. You could go through like a midlife crisis and just tat your whole body with tribal bands and stuff.
If I go through a midlife crisis, it definitely wouldn't be like to the tattoos.
Yeah. I was going to say.
It wouldn't
No.
be tattoos.
You couldn't join a
Would
tribe.
it be meat?
Nah.
What would be your midlife
What?
crisis?
Would it be meat? Hey,
Meat?
yo.
M-E-A-T?
Meek? You would get Meek tatted on you?
That's crazy.
You almost made me say, and I love me. You almost made me say, see how fast you try to get me in some shit? Like, no, I'm not getting meek
Dreams
tatted.
and
Wow, you sound like
nightmares.
a hater. You wouldn't get Meek. All he does is inspire.
Right.
Why wouldn't you get him tatted?
I'm aspire.
Because I don't have any tats. See how fast I can get out of that? I just don't have any tats. I'm just not
You wouldn't get the Dream Chasers one?
I would never do that.
Dreams and nightmares on your wrist?
No.
What would be your midlife crisis?
If I had to go through, I don't know. It wouldn't be like nothing like hair and tattoos. It wouldn't be that.
Motorcycle?
Piercings?
You look like you get a nose
Nah,
piercing.
not motorcycles. I don't fuck with bikes at all.
You would get a nose piercing. You did the nails. So I think you do the nose. Pause. If that's a pause.
Nah, that's
Kind of.
Nah. I don't know. I might start doing dumb shit like just wearing shit that I never liked before, like a bunch of leather.
Oh, I thought maybe you
Might just get
Bring
like,
back Ed Hardy.
Their face is so anti.
I might just get like start wearing like leather. Just
He has a point. Not vegan at all.
But I might not.
Maybe
be
just go
vegan
back to
anymore,
eat. Yeah, go back to eating meat.
though. Yeah, I might. You might see me at Pop. Oh, you see me at Popeyes?
If I see you at Popeyes,
Hey, I didn't forget a lot of you niggas was fighting over Popeyes chicken sandwiches either.
it was good.
I didn't forget that.
The fight was good, or the sandwich was
The
good?
sandwich was good.
Like, you
Was it worth the fight?
I never score for. I do that for tacos. I just had to say it before you.
The
did.
Popeyes chicken sandwich. That whole phase. You had one?
I've had one before, but it was after the craze. Like I didn't wait in line.
How was it?
It's all right. It's just a chicken sandwich with pickles and mayo. Like
Yeah, I had it once.
It was anything.
Is it the
crazy.
best one you had?
No, absolutely not.
If I was starving and it was like available and there wasn't a long drive-through line,
Yeah,
I'd go
I'd
get
go
one.
yeah, fuck
It's-
it.
It's
It wasn't like a chicken patty. You know,
Mm.
like it was actually a piece of chicken. So that's. I mean, chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it wasn't the spicy chicken from high school lunch, but it was all right.
All right. Yes,
You
Kanye.
just had indigestion just thinking about it.
Yeah.
The chicken. Oh my God, cafeteria chicken.
Cafeteria food was disgusting.
I seen a nigga pull out tater tots out his pocket with no napkin.
I was Napoleon Dynamite. I saw the movie
Right,
too.
yeah, I saw
No,
that.
no. I'm talking about y'all don't understand what I'm saying. No.
You mean like
No.
during second period?
I'm talking about in class before way before
You know what's
Napoleon
crazy? I
Dynamite.
saw someone say, "I'll bear you cockroaches," and then fire an AR-15 at a bunch of men in front of the world is yours.
I'm talking about before. I'm talking about when I was in high school, asshole. I'm not talking about Napoleon Dynamite. I seen a nigga pull tater tots, no napkin, no nothing, out of his hoodie pocket.
He was hungry.
You never that hungry, bro. You never no napkin.
He probably went to like all 4 lunches or how many lunches you guys had. He was ill.
I miss high school though.
Do you?
I do. Only because like I feel like when you get old, you don't realize how much you should have taken advantage of like being in high school.
For sure. I mean, I feel like that's just your childhood to begin with no
But
responsibilities.
high school is different. Like being in a building with like a bunch of people that live all over the city. It's like I definitely should have talked to more people in high school.
Okay, I see that. I thought you were
100%.
just saying like the freedom of just no responsibilities, nothing.
No. That's of course we know that. We thought about that as soon as we became adults and had to get a job.
Yeah.
We thought
It's
about
like, wait, they want the bill every month?
that. Yeah. No. I'm talking about you was in high school with probably some really, really interesting people and never really kicked it with them.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. But you were still trying to get to know yourself, so you didn't really know. That's why I applaud some of these younger artists that I'm like, damn, you figured that shit out at a really young age.
Yeah.
The network that you had. But
All right. Well, we not here forever technically. So
but they don't know if we don't know where music's going. Selling the catalogs.
Kanye-
we don't know if the
Kanye
music's going
know-
to be here technically.
Kanye know exactly where his music is going.
To the moon with Jeff Bezos.
Absolutely.
Are you going to listen to the Britney Spears "Hold Me Closer" record with Elton John?
Why not? That might be my vibe. I might, you know what I mean? We can't just shoot it down. We got to give it a shot. And Britney, she's back. She got rights of her estate and everything now, right? Doesn't she?
Yeah, Britney's free.
Yeah, Britney's free. So we got to support Britney. Even if I don't like it, I'm going to listen to it.
Mhm.
You not listening to it?
If you play it around me, yeah, sure.
You're not going to support
I'll be
Britney and
forced to
Elton
listen to
John? Why you wouldn't support Sir Elton John?
I fuck with Britney Spears and Elton John to some degree. I'm too young for Elton John. I know probably the hits.
Oh, you went crazy when Eminem brought him out at the what was that, the VMAs?
Oh yeah, that was a
You
moment.
went crazy.
It was
Don't
a
do that.
moment.
Yeah, I know it was a moment. You went crazy for
because
Elton when he
it
came
was
out.
like it's okay that he's been bashing gays his whole career.
He
Look,
still loves him.
that was Eminem bringing out Elton John was the epitome of I can't be racist. I have black friends. Or
Absolutely.
I'm not racist. I voted for Obama.
Absolutely. That was definitely the equivalent.
Was that during 8 Mile time?
I think it was before. I would imagine, right?
I think it might have been right before 8 Mile.
Yeah, that was definitely like Marshall Mathers LP. Like when he was really getting the F bombs off crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was before 8 Mile.
Elton John is a very understanding guy. I don't think Eminem is homophobic by any means. I think he was the prisoner of a time and said some really disgusting things and wasn't aware that he was saying disgusting things. Elton John is an understanding dude.
To perform Stan with Eminem like that?
The shit Eminem said about gay people. And you was just like, all right, I'll play the keys on Stan.
They had to have a discussion, and prior to that, and Eminem apologized.
Yeah,
Eminem was young, man. We got to remember. Eminem was what?
Are we
20?
taking steps back in progression? Because Eminem and Elton John on stage together was probably the most progressive thing as far as straight and gay relations ever.
Ever?
He was the biggest rapper on earth, maybe ever popularity wise.
Okay.
He was also white, so he got every fucking look ever.
Mm-hmm.
Elton John already at that time was an icon and probably the face for gay icons. And half of Eminem's album was
bashing gays.
Yes, making jokes about gays, slurs about gays. Yes, that was insane to see the two of them, especially in retrospect. I was fucking 11, so I didn't really know what gay was at 11. So to me, it was just like, all right, whatever. But this was a fucking moment.
Yeah, no, this was probably the biggest moment. This was the VMAs, right?
I do not know.
I think this is the VMAs.
I feel like I watched it. Well,
this is actually the Grammys, my bad.
Oh, that was the Grammys.
Even crazier, which again is a very only Eminem could have done. This is a very inner scope connection, I feel like. But, I guess it worked out. Oh, in the game Black Slim Shady song, he kidnaps Stan's younger brother that had the autograph on the starter cap.
Get out of
And he was driving Uber with the starter cap on. And Game was like, yo, let me see that starter cap. Yo, that's signed by M? Yo, this is an Uber to 8 Mile now. And I got a pistol. Drive.
Wait, those are bars?
It's a skit in the song.
Oh, Rory, so I know that, Eminem holds a near and dear place in your heart because...
Does he?
I mean, you fell in love with hip hop when B Rabbit was on the when B Rabbit was on the bus and he had his Walkman on. You was on the 7 train.
For him.
You was on that 7.
I had a whole booklet of CDs before 8 Mile came out.
I didn't say he introduced you to hip hop. I'm saying you fell in love.
Oh, when I saw him on the bus, I was just like, oh, yeah.
And then he had the battle.
I could do it too.
Yeah, of course. You fell in love with it.
I was in junior high, like, yo, fuck the free world.
Oh man.
Can we talk about 8 Mile quickly though?
Classic movie.
Oh, 100%. Definitely a classic
Lose
movie.
Yourself, classic record.
He lost that second round. B Rabbit did not belong in the finals against Papa Doc. Lotto cleaned his ass up.
I can't say he cleaned him up.
Lotto cleaned him up.
Lotto didn't get embarrassed the second round, but
M1
B Rabbit still won that round.
M1 with a terrible cliche mother joke of I get the 7 digits from your mother for $1 tomorrow. Lotto. It didn't even rhyme. And the crowd was like, woo, he's white.
That's a whole movie.
Meanwhile, Lotto cleaned his ass up.
Lotto had a better flow. He had a better flow that
Lotto
second round.
went. But what I didn't understand with the structure of that movie, I know it is a classic. They were all from the free world. Was the free world going to battle each other? Like, say he lost to the first dude. I forgot the first dude's name. Was that dude about to battle his mans? And then if Lotto won, was Lotto going to go after Papa Doc?
I don't remember. I got to watch that movie again. It's been a while since I watched it.
All I know is most of that movie is M getting cleaned up. Proof cleaned him up.
Most of the movie?
See, listen, you can't. I can't let you do that. I'm gonna hold your white brother down.
All right. The funniest part of that movie is that outside of Mekhi Phifer's dread wig,
that was terrible.
would be that he's supposed to be the future of hip hop. That's where he got his name. We see him spit 4 bars in the whole movie.
Mekhi, you talking about?
He's supposed to be the future of hip hop.
Yeah, but he was the host. He was the host of the Underground.
But he said they heard me rap and they said you the future of hip hop, so we call you Future, and then he never rapped again.
Why did his brain...
He didn't rap once.
Yeah, see, that's how I know he fell in love with it.
How many times did you see this movie?
His brain absorbed that and held on to that forever.
We've gone through how many movies have we...
He fell in love with the culture of hip hop. Told you. That's why I stood
no Rory
stood out to him.
Before 8 Mile came out, I knew every word to Shook Ones. that they played in this 30 times.
Nah, that was the first time you heard it.
That was the first time.
He was like, this beat is kind of...
I Shazammed it. So, what is this?
This beat is kind of... How old were you when 8 Mile came out? You had to be like really young.
13, 14 maybe?
Damn.
That's a great... Outside of that movie being a classic, one of the better soundtracks that is not brought up
easily
when it comes to movie soundtracks.
Yeah. They
had old 50 going crazy on that 8 Mile soundtrack.
I actually went to the theaters to see 8 Mile. What a pansy.
I went as well.
What was I thinking?
What do you mean?
A pansy.
Wait, what's that one record?
Nah, I was young though. It was definitely a
18
movie
tracks.
to go see.
Have we ever discussed Love Me from
The 8 Mile soundtrack?
Yeah. Have we ever gotten a 50s verse? I don't want to repeat if we have.
No.
No.
That's one of the funniest 50 Cent I don't give a fuck because I haven't really made it verses ever.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I used to listen to Lauryn Hill and tap my feet. Then the bitch put out a CD and had no beats.
He's talking about her Unplugged album?
Yes.
Yo, 50 is an idiot, man. 50's a fucking idiot.
He said that. He said, well, you can read the D'Angelo bar since he has the N-word.
That boy D'Angelo, he determined not to fail. That nigga went butt ass for his records to sell. I do now that.
But this was all at that time when this shit was happening, so it was super funny.
Remember. That line.
Hey, I ain't gonna front. I thought R. Kelly was a shit. Let me find out he fucking around with Bow Wow's bitch.
Yikes.
Look at the next line. My back shot to help Ashanti hit them high notes. And Big Ben taught Charlie B. More the deep throat.
Old 50, bro.
That's definitely old 50.
How does Ashanti just keep getting brought into everything?
I'm trying to tell you.
Bingo.
I'm trying to tell you.
But that is a very underrated soundtrack. I'm gonna have to go back to that. But yes, 8 Mile is the reason that I got into this hip hop shit.
It's all right. We know. We welcome you with open arms.
I did go to St. Andrews Hall, which of course is a famous venue. When we did Palooza a few times there, and I went down to the Shelter
in Detroit.
Yeah, I may have went down to the basement.
Tried to get that nostalgia.
I was on the stage.
You went in the same bathroom
like,
Eminem threw up in. You went in the same stall.
I was sitting there like Mom Spaghetti. I was up there.
He went
Lyrical Miracle. Yeah, I was up there.
You went in the same store he threw up in? He's like, oh, they've cleaned this place up.
Shout out to St. Andrews Hall, man.
Classic venue.
Hell yeah. But no, that shit is cool that type of time existed.
We also had some news before we left last week that the FBI had raided former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. Mm-hmm. Still my president.
I was gonna ask you who were taking the charge for him.
Oh no, I ain't taking no charge.
I figured when the feds raided, he was like, "Yo, that's all mine."
Yeah, nah, that ain't.
All that paperwork right there, that's mine. That's Maul's.
See, I didn't vote for Donnie. I just miss his antics in the news.
For the amount of times you said that, I think you did.
Nah, I didn't vote for him.
So they took because you're a felon. You can't vote.
Oh yeah, next time I'm voting for sure. The FBI took boxes and documents from Mar-a-Lago, and it appears that no electronics were taken, according to two sources. Yeah, they're being truthful. Mm-hmm. One U.S. law enforcement official familiar with some of the search warrant activity and a source close to Trump. Some, if not all, of the documents are potentially classified records. Can we and I guess you can put like some conspiracy theory music.
Sure, right here.
Does QAnon have a theme song?
Do we think that President Trump took the files from the whole Epstein case, the names?
I think what would have been great is
and
when
then they went back to get them.
I would have loved if the feds kicked the door down and it was just Trump and Loaded Lux chilling in there, and Lux was like, "And we kept the files."
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
He tired today.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Yeah. Gotta be tired.
All that work yesterday.
Listen, we can have conspiracy theories around this forever, but this is absolutely fucking crazy that the feds raided.
I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think they probably had a bunch of evidence that he did take files, which from my understanding, presidents do, but they try to work it out where it's not illegal. And they had probable cause to do so, and they wanted to go snoop around to try to find some other shit.
He definitely took the files.
I don't think they went for the files that they got the warrant for.
No, he took the files with all of those names of all the pedos that Epstein had named. Absolutely. Absolutely, that's what he did.
You don't think there's a world where he might have gotten like a hint that was going to happen?
I mean, he knew that the raid was happening before it happens. He has to know. There's no way he didn't know that it was ready to happen.
He put out a whole 6-page press release the moment they kicked the door in.
Yeah, but he's the former president. He knew that the feds were on their way there. He knew that. But it's crazy. So we gotta just see what's gonna happen, what comes out of this, because we talked about, President Nixon and Watergate, but this is something like we don't live to see shit like this to happen to a former president. So this is crazy.
It's still not shocking to me, not even Trump related. This has turned into such a fucking circus.
It's a movie.
None of this.
It's a fucking movie.
This is the craziest thing in American politics for quite some time, and it didn't shock me. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds about right.
It didn't shock you that he was raided?
No.
It shocked me. I never thought the feds would raid a former president.
This whole thing is a circus. Whether he's guilty or not is not what I'm saying. Just this, it's all a circus. So
it's definitely a movie. This is movie shit. I keep telling people the documentary for the pandemic and COVID in 10 years is going to be fucking amazing.
I give it the real one's going to come in 30.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get one in 10 years.
Yeah.
Shit,
And there'll be some things in there that will be like, holy shit, yeah, I guess we was right. The one in 30 years? Yeah.
What if
when all those people are out of office?
What if they kicked Trump's door down and he had like a do-rag on?
That's worse than my Loaded Lux joke.
And like was making like a TV
it's a volume
or
game.
Something.
We all miss.
Like on TikTok?
Yeah. Like what if he was just doing some absolute, just like left field shit that you never thought he was doing?
I think Trump has probably put a do-rag on before.
He's from Queens.
He used to hang out with all the rappers.
He definitely put a do-rag on. Without a doubt.
Or they put a do-rag on him.
Yeah, they told you got to teach Don how to tie it. He don't know how to tie that shit.
Chained him, but with a do-rag.
Do you think he could get waves with the hair that he has now?
You brush that. It's coming off with the brush.
His scalp is coming off.
Yeah. You try to brush that hair piece if you want. It's coming right off.
What do we think is going to come from this?
I don't think anything will come from it. I think the documents that they wanted, they got back. I'm pretty sure Don made some copies if he's smart.
Still running for president?
Absolutely. He's going to win. After 1,000%.
I just feel like these events just keep everyone that's already there employed. They have to keep doing these types of events to keep everyone employed. Now, whether the result is he's guilty or innocent, the left gets to argue their side and the panels continue. The right gets to say this. The politicians on the left get to say, oh, look at the corruption. The FBI found this and then they didn't prosecute him. And if it goes the other way, it's just arguments back and forth. Everyone just continues to not fix a fucking thing, and we just go in a circle of bullshit.
Whatever it is,
events
it's
like
a
this,
movie, and I want popcorn.
Okay, all right.
With no butter.
No butter.
It's just a circle of bullshit that keeps everyone in the same position, because if things actually change, the positions will change. So let's just find more shit to argue about. We don't really care about the results. Nothing will really change.
That's true. Nothing will change.
We get to argue.
But
we get Sean Hannity going, this is an outrage. And then fucking...
Good impression.
What's the old boy's name? He's gay.
Tucker Carlson.
Yeah,
Anderson Cooper. And then Anderson Cooper going, this is an absolute disgusting results of a president. It's a cycle, nonstop.
It's political theater. That's all this shit is. It's political theater.
Tucker Carlson is one of the most sickest people I've ever seen.
It was some more newsy news. OnlyFans model charged with murder. I don't know if you remember this, Rory. The OnlyFans model that was accused.
She got bail, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Getting bail on a murder charge is...
Courtney Clenney, 26, has been charged with second-degree murder with a deadly weapon for the April 3rd stabbing of her boyfriend, Christian Toby Abumseli. Excuse me if I butchered that name. State Attorney for Miami-Dade County, Catherine Fernandez Rundle, announced Thursday. Rundle described the couple's relationship, which began in November 2020, as extremely tempestuous and combative.
Jesus.
She noted that the building management where Clenney and Abumseli lived documented multiple instances of loud arguments and was ready to evict the couple prior to Abumseli's death. I'm glad that she has been charged, because when that video came out, and a lot of their friends had came out and said that they had seen her be really aggressive with him and hit him and beat him up a couple of times, and she had a really bad temper and all these other things, and they didn't understand how she wasn't charged immediately. But I guess investigations happened. More information was gathered, and now she has been officially charged with the murder and her boyfriend's death. So I guess for the family, that's some silver lining for them. But it's still a crazy and unfortunate situation. But we got videos that out now. Her beating him up in the elevator, and they're basically saying that this was something that people were aware of, that they were loud and had gotten into a bunch of fights in their building before. So this was something that people felt like would happen eventually.
Yeah. Well, prayers to the family, and we'll see what happens with the actual case. But
crazy shit.
I did watch I Killed My Dad on Netflix. I don't know if anyone watched that.
What was that about?
It's a trending documentary. I believe that's what it's called.
Is that with the two Spanish brothers?
No. Wait, are you talking about the Menendez brothers?
Yeah. they killed their dad, didn't they?
You think my brain goes weird places? How'd you get to the Menendez brothers?
Because they killed their dad, didn't they?
They did, yes.
All right, so I thought that was
but there's been like 17 docs and shows.
I thought this was the new one. I don't know. Okay,
I think they killed both the parents. I think they killed.
Damn.
You know what's so ill about the Menendez brothers? They was locked up with OJ. They was both facing trial in the same county.
Wild times.
Anyways, yeah, I believe it's called I Killed My Dad. You don't need to bring up the Menendez brothers. I killed my father. I watched
because dad and father is two different things.
I watched the trailer, and I saw that it was trending on Netflix, so I was like really excited because I like these types of docs.
Mm-hmm.
Underwhelming. It's a crazy story. Don't get it twisted, but it's a pretty underwhelming doc. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, no, it starts with the 911 recording. Like, yeah, no, I shot him like 3 times.
Oh,
and they're like, is he dead? I'm like, yeah, I think he's dead. And then it just proceeds to go through what he was experiencing in the house and how crazy his dad was.
He was abused and things like that.
Yeah, and I'm again, I don't want to spoil it, but fuck it.
Spoiler.
Because you could see he's not in jail. Like in the trailer, you can see he's not in jail. Mm-hmm. So he gets off, rightfully so. And I think for the first time in a lot of situations, justice really was served. Like he was protecting himself.
Mm-hmm.
But it is underwhelming. Like it didn't need to be as long as it was. He was just a very abused kid and killed his father.
This country seems to be so infatuated with murder, death stories and documentaries.
And I'm so happy.
I feel like every month there's a new documentary about a crazy fucking time and family that was killed and a neighbor that was killing, her guest and burying them for their social security checks. And
mm-hmm.
It's just like,
and
why are we so fascinated with this
I'm
shit?
So happy you just brought that point up. That's how I felt with this doc. Of course, if someone tells me that story, I'd be like, oh, Netflix would kill that. That'd be a great doc.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get into how clean cut this was and how sad it was, it's not one of those docs. It's just capitalizing on our infatuation with this type of shit.
Right.
The way I saw the trailer and was like, I love this type of shit. Mm-hmm. And then I watched it, I was like, they could have left this one alone. I could tell through the whole doc, the kid didn't even want to do this. The whole time he feels visibly uncomfortable even talking about it. Like I kind of felt like they exploited this kid. That this story was just to do the fetishized shit that we love with these murder docs.
So do I check this out or can it?
I would say can it personally. I think it's a waste of time. I'm happy of the results, but to me they took advantage of a kid that did not want to do this doc. During the entire process of the interview, he looked uncomfortable. He looked like he didn't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they just took a story that knew would trend on Netflix.
I'm going to watch I came in and Julian asked me if I had watched the Woodstock doc yet. I meant to watch it last night. I didn't. I was busy watching the Murder Inc. Documentary.
Well, we're going to talk about Woodstock next episode, whether you like it or not. Because I can't wait to talk about it.
No, I'm watching it. I'm going to watch it tonight for sure. I caught the first episode of Murder Inc., the Murder Inc. documentary.
I did not.
Irv, I know we killed you all week. Everybody's been kicking your ass about that Drink Champs interview, but this Murder Inc. doc, the first episode is absolutely amazing. Great production.
We figured that though.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this and I didn't think that Irv
Well, I mean, listen, on one hand, Irv did a hell of a job at, promoting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody that watched Drink Champs, you have no choice but to watch this documentary.
For sure.
But they didn't drop the ball. The production was great. The way he was telling stories and, you know, just the footage and him talking about the way he was mixing the records and blending and them actually doing it underneath him. Like, it was done really, really well. And you could tell that moving forward, it's only going to get better. The story's going to get better as it goes on.
Did it open with a title card dedicating it to Ashanti Douglas of Glen Cove, Long Island?
Jesus Christ.
No. Yeah, so the Murder Inc. doc, episode 1, great job. Looking forward to the rest of this documentary.
I'm going to watch it tonight.
The NBA is doing something that they should have done a long time ago, but they're finally getting it done after the passing of NBA legend, Celtics legend, activist, civil rights leader, Bill Russell. Passed away. Bill Russell's number 6 jersey will be retired throughout the entire NBA. No other player in the NBA will be allowed to wear number 6. I think this is a great job by the NBA. This is probably one of the biggest honors a player can receive. And I'm glad that they're doing it. I wish they would have did it while he was still here to see it, but
yeah,
you know, I'm glad they got it done.
Does LeBron wear 23 with the Lakers or 6?
He wears 23. He was wearing 6.
Yeah.
He's wearing 23. The only number I know that was retired outside of their organization was I think Michael Jordan's 23 was retired by Pat Riley in Miami. I think the Miami Heat retired number 23.
That's really weird and interesting.
Just so y'all know, so his number is 6, but he's part of the process of being grandfathered in LeBron.
Oh, so you could be grandfathered in with 6, so you
6.
can't be a new 6.
Wait, LeBron, he didn't wear number 23 last year?
I thought he did.
He switched it recently.
Oh, so he never played in number 23 yet with the Lakers?
Mm-mm.
He just announced he was going back to number 23.
Mm-hmm. He said, so he switched from 23 to 6. He's 6 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he went from 23 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
I know I saw him. I know
he's
I saw
worn
Lakers.
23.
Yeah, I know I saw him in
I'm saying
20.
like he's wearing 6 now. So
Okay.
that's going to have to be...
They're not changing. They said if you have that number,
Right, your grandfather
no new kid.
can be 6 after that.
Whoever has it now, this is the last.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So whoever has the number 6 now, whoever wears number 6 currently, this will be the last of it. No other player after these players that currently have it will be allowed to wear number 6.
Right.
Got it. Well, it's a high honor, and it's a beautiful gesture by the NBA to retire that number throughout the league.
Sure, I agree.
Rest in peace, Bill Russell. What we got for the weekend, man?
Chilling, I guess. I don't know.
No plans?
I got invited to somewhat of a club event on Friday night. I haven't done that in quite some time. I might step outside. Might see what the club is giving. Excuse me? You were quiet the entire episode. Now all of a sudden, when I'm going to the club, it's not that type of club. Is up and down still a thing? No, I think it's at the old Stage 48. I don't know what they call it now. But I don't know. We'll see. What about you?
I don't know. No plans. I might figure something out. I might take a little quick trip.
You say that every weekend and then stay right. Bleep out. I'm sorry.
Rory loves to want to say where I live at. He just want niggas to pull up to my crib.
I don't. I've never said that once.
I don't think anybody will find you.
You got the internet fucked up.
All got a sprinter outside.
Nah, I don't.
Not parked outside.
Nah, hell nah.
Well, yes, Maul says every single weekend he's going to take a trip and then stays right at home.
You know what I'm going to do this weekend? I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to actually take the trip and then FaceTime you
Okay.
from wherever I'm at.
Are you going to bring some young ladies?
Nah.
The young ladies will be there.
Nah. I mean, well, yes, there'll be women around, but sometimes you just got to just take a trip and just freestyle. No plans. Just go somewhere.
Type of trips I like to take.
Yeah, go somewhere, check into a room and figure out what's for dinner.
Is it a Toronto weekend?
Nah.
I saw some things happening in Toronto this weekend. It peaked an urge, yes.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like there's actually a really dope concert going on.
Well, the Young Buddy concert was last weekend.
I know. But I love a good post crazy weekend in the city. That next weekend is the weekend.
That's when they be out.
Because it was too much. Everyone had a shitty time. Too much was going on. They wanted to just relax.
Yeah. Division's performing this weekend?
No, but it was like not just Division.
I don't know if y'all know, but that record is taking off. Yeah, that record is doing like
look at Julian
like really well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm the one that's working it.
But Julian is low key the funniest dude I know, bro. Julian looked me in my eye and told me I did a night in New York.
Yo, can you relax?
Subscribe to our Patreon. It was a great episode. But
I did a night in New York is sick.
But we don't realize now at this point that the internet, when they hate on a record, does not dictate what it's really going to do.
No.
Like how many years have we been in this?
Listen, man.
Usually when the internet hates
I hate to break it to the internet, but y'all don't really control anything. Like, it's a very small group of y'all that get mad and try to cancel people. Let me let y'all know that Travis Scott sold $1 million in merch in 2 days. He's not canceled. I know y'all tried. I know lives were lost, unfortunately, and y'all tried to blame that on Travis. I get it. Did not work. The kid is not canceled. Well, he ain't canceled in London. He can go to London once a month and live perfectly fine for the rest of his life.
I actually watched Kendrick Lamar say, show me something natural, and then they canceled him, and then I just saw him at the Barclays Center.
I mean, yeah. So the internet, y'all just stop. Stop with this trying to, it's 800 of y'all that get together. Y'all are not pushing the needle in the world, I promise you. So just stop. Stop with all this trying to cancel people shit. Salute to Serena Williams on, I don't want to say retire. What is she doing? Evolving.
She's
Serena
evolving.
Serena Williams, the great Serena Williams, is evolving she's evolving out of tennis and into whatever else she decides to do next.
So she's retiring.
Well, she doesn't want to call it retiring, but yes.
She's evolving to a new career.
Yes.
Do you think that this is something that you and your friends started once again?
No.
The fake retirement?
No.
I watched Fade to Black, and Jay-Z handed you the keys to the city, and he retired.
I think this is a way of Serena
back.
maybe not saying she'll never play again. Like, I don't think she wants to commit to that. But for the time being, she's stepped away from it. I think that's what this is. She's arguably the greatest athlete ever. I mean, Hall of Fame career. There's nothing else to say about Serena Williams. She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
If she had a number, they would retire it. I get it.
Not only that, I mean, she changed the entire aesthetic of tennis. You know, from just the way women look and the way they play the game, you know, the way they work out. Because, you know, it was a thing where women didn't want to be too bulked up, too much muscle for tennis. You wanted to be long and limber, and that, you know, that was like the aesthetic of tennis. And she came in with muscles and, you know, some weight on her and was out there dominating the sport for.
Yeah, it also helped that she beat the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's first and foremost. You can look however you want to look, but if you ain't winning,
and she looked beautiful.
It doesn't fucking matter. But shout out to Serena Williams and evolving away from the game of tennis. And thank you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna try to catch Shaq's Julian if he has tickets for the U.S. Open.
You know he does.
You know he does. Like, come on, are you kidding me? Where do you want to sit?
Section 1. Yeah, section 1 boys.
Section 1.
Serena is also responsible for Will's only Oscar. You want to break that down?
Yeah. Will played her dad, King Richard.
I mean, Richard would say he was responsible for that, but
yeah, but as a dad, you could teach and push it all you want, but they got to go out and execute and perform. So I get it. Shout out to King Richard. Shout out to, you know, Richard Williams. But if Serena and Venus don't go out there and execute,
if
we don't get that movie and Will doesn't get that Oscar,
and Chris Rock doesn't get smacked,
yeah, and Chris Rock never gets the shit
now that I think about it,
him.
wow.
Hey, Serena, before you evolve, call Chris, man.
Yeah, Compton smacked the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
call Chris Rock and make sure he's all right. Because if you wasn't as great as you are, Chris Rock doesn't get this shit slapped out of him.
All right. Well, we'll be back. Top of the week.
We'll be back. Y'all have a great weekend.
See, Eddin was hitting us with the rap shirt today.
What shirt is that, Eddin? Is that Biggie?
Yes.
Is that Bad Bunny as a baby in the Ready to Die form?
Basically. Yeah.
Listen, man. I promise y'all, one day y'all gonna turn this shit on and listen to it, and Eddin's not gonna be here. I promise you. Just don't say I didn't tell you. All right. We'll be back next week. Y'all be safe. Have a great weekend. I'm that nigga. He's just Ginger. Peace.
No, Rory and